Hey everybody, this is a quick overview on my vacuum lines. I'm actually going to redo a little bit, quick little experiment, but upgrade to the Weber carburetor. I got my left my CTO switch there, but what I did is I ran. This is what I'm going to change. This is ported vacuum line. That goes down to, I left my EGR valve in, put the actual new EGR valve in. So got the EGR valve and my purge from my canister, my charcoal canister, teed off right down here on my ported line coming out of my carb. This is your vent line, goes into the air handler. I got to go into the back there. My valve cover. Here's your PCC. It goes down to the canister, this one. This goes to the bottom port here on the carburetor. This loops around. So this loops around here. Now there's a big debate on what you should do for your vacuum advance on your distributor. I have mine on manifold vacuum. Here's the line coming down. Now I also have my smog pump still hooked up. So this is my diverter valve. So I got manifold vacuum teed off here, going to the diverter valve, going into the distributor. That's my vacuum advance. So I have that on manifold vacuum. The big question on it should be ported or manifold. I had it on both. They seem to work sort of fine on both, so I just left it on manifold right now. Now, this is what I'm going to change. I've been noticing when I start up in the morning, or start up when it's nice and cold, my engine, I have some popping, doesn't burn off all the gas, has like popping. And it might be because every time I hit the pedal, this EGR valve is kicking in, throwing some exhaust into my cylinders. It's only really supposed to do it when it's really hot. And that's what this switch is here for. So I'm actually going to reinstall this. I'm just going to have ported vacuum going into it. I'm going to have going here, the first section and this section, I'm going to jump it out with ported vacuum. And I'm going to have my canister and my EGR valve on the other side. This port here, I believe, they say it's for atmosphere. I know cold now, this one and this one's hooked up. So you blow in this one, air comes out of this one. Nothing comes out of these. So I haven't quite seen a true diagram on exactly how this switch works. I assume it opens up and these two connect. So I'm going to give it a try. Right now, if I start the engine up, it'll start giving some popping noises. So I'm going to break this T part, ported vacuum, EGR, canister. I'm just going to cap this one off. No, let me get to it real quick. Let's test it out, see what happens. So you got this connector here. This is actually the original connector that was on that switch down there. I already got atmosphere capped off. This hose here is going to go to my EGR valve. I'm going to put a T part in here for my ported vacuum, and I'm just going to jump it over here. So my ported vacuum coming in the bottom and the top corners, and this is going to be for my canister. So I'll just plop that in. Disconnect from the EGR valve. To this side, this one's going into the EGR. Break this T off. And this goes into, I'll leave this little section on here. I need a bigger section. Use this one instead. This T section goes in. This is my ported vacuum. Goes directly in. Use as a loop, which I can I'll cut that back. This is my canister line. Goes in there. I'll just put this in for now. I'll cut it back later. Alrighty. Start up, see what it sounds like. Pop once. Right now, nobody will be popping every once in a while. I don't hear it at all. Another done the trick. My EGR valve's not moving at all. Now I'll just have to let it warm up. See how it acts. This switch is actually truly working. I'll drive around a little bit, let it warm up. I'll see how it looks. I want to just make sure that after it's warmed up, my EGR valve is truly working. So I'm going to drive around, warm it up. Back and take a look at it. Alright, it's nice and warmed up. See my EGR valve, the plunge is moving in and out. It's nice and hot. Did do a little popping here and there when it was cold, the engine was cold, but nothing like it normally does. So I think that actually helped out a lot. I'm going to leave it this way. So basically I have a manifold vacuum that goes to my advanced distributor, common. It also goes to my diverter valve. And this is all ported to the CTO switch. That goes down to my EGR valve and also goes to my vapor, my canister vapor that fills with the purge. Pretty much it. Turn this thing off. So now it runs pretty good when it's nice and warmed up. I have no problems. I did so I think I'm going to leave this is all set up the way it is with the CTO valve working. So I got my ported vacuum going in there. That's bridged off. Goes into my EGR valve. And the other side goes down to the charcoal canister. The other modification I did to this also when I added the Weber carburetor. This is just an in and out fuel filter. I actually have a fuel regulator here And this is my return line. So the fuel regulator actually has a return on it, and seems to work pretty good. Other than that, they eliminated all the air handler, all the emissions on the air handler. Like I say, I did keep the small pump in. Actually put a new diverter valve in there. It goes back there. I put a new check valve for the small pump. Goes back in the manifold back there. That's pretty much it. The thing runs pretty good. Got AC in here also. So the belts are very tight. There's rubbing a hair. You can tell like a little discoloration even right here. So got to tighten this up somehow and pull that away. I'll have to figure it out. But this is also very tight on my hose. I can't find one that has a nice kink to it, but everything so far is so good. Just gotta keep an eye on that. Well, so this is a breakdown, quick breakdown of my vacuum lines, what I've done to my CJ7 Jeep. This is an 82. It's actually a limited edition. Alright, thanks for watching.